Absolute Radio.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are ours. Happy and free. These days are ours. Share them with me. Goodbye, gray sky, hello, blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. Feels so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Grooving all week with you. These days are ours. Share them with me. Happy days. These days are ours. Happy and free. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days.
No, that's not right.
Balls, it was too smooth. It was the wrong one. It was the wrong one. Balls! I'll be very careful as I'm starting to sound like a proper DJ.
You are. Very
all
good. I
getting
think
a
you're
little
getting
bit-
training off of Ben Jones.
Well, every time I go up to Ben Jones's
You learn
studio,
a new
do I
trick.
sound muffled? I learn a new trick. Hey, tonight's show, the whole show, Ben Jones told me a piece of information about himself this evening that blew my freaking mind. Now, he won't hear this because he's going on his scooter tonight. So if anyone sees a short, specky chap on a scooter, you know, do swerve to try and knock him. But he told me something, and as he told me, I sat there thinking, oh my God, that can't be true, can't be true. Do you know the? I'm gonna ask if you know the answer to this question, Eloise. Then don't say it.
Okay.
How old is Ben Jones? Do you
I
know?
don't know.
Have a guess.
35.
Okay, 0330 123 1215. We're playing How Old
Ben
is
Jones.
Ben Jones? Let's go to line 3. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, this is Pitcher Phil with Absolute Baseball. Tonight is Game 1 of the World Series, and the Phillies and the Yankees are ready for battle in New York. With over 460 home runs between them this season and 20 All-Stars in the lineup, this promises to be a classic series. So till tomorrow,
Yes.
I'll see you in the bullpen.
Pitcher Phil? He's gone. Okay, he's gone. He didn't want to play How Old is Ben Jones, but that's the game we're playing this evening. How old is Ben Jones? He's got a line 4. Line 4, you're on the wireless. How old is Ben Jones?
Is it older than you? 55.
Yeah. Well, hang on. 35 isn't older than me. I'm 36.
Younger.
I'm 36 years old. Line 1, how old is Ben Jones?
No.
Yeah, okay. Line 3, how old is Ben Jones?
I've no idea, but as the patron saint of New Wave and Alternative 80s, I must say, a better Buzzcocks record is Lipstick.
Thank you very much. It's true, that's his job. It's his title. If you missed that yesterday, that's what... I'll type those up tomorrow. I'll type those up tomorrow if I've still got a bit of paper. Line 1, how old is Ben Jones?
It don't matter how old he is, it's what he's got downstairs. Woo!
Well, he has a penis downstairs.
I don't know, I've not looked, have you?
Several times.
So white!
Yeah. 0330 123 1215. How old is Ben Jones? Try line 1. How old is Ben Jones?
24.
Okay, no one's got it right yet.
He is not younger than me.
How old is Ben Jones? Line 2.
37.
Okay. Then. Line 3. How old's Ben Jones? Can't be bothered. It's Midge. He always does that. But he
And
always
it's
does
always
that
on speakerphone.
Speakerphone, so it distorts, and you can't hear a word that's being said. Line 4. You're a dick. There we go. Line 1. How old is Ben Jones?
38.
Okie dokie. No one's got it yet. Let's try, Line 2. How old is Ben Jones?
I know because he's my daddy. He's 40.
Ooh. Line 3. How old is Ben Jones? Line 3. Kieran, I know it's you. Where's he? Line 4. How old is Ben Jones?
Ladies' lips. Eloise.
She's flying through the sky and she's looking so high.
Okay. Got a point, but let's try. Line 3, how old is Ben Jones?
I know how old he is.
Go on.
33.
just plucking numbers out of his backside, that fella.
We've almost been through them all, though, surely.
We've almost been through them all. Line 2, how old is Ben Jones?
He's as old as the woman he killed.
Okie, well done. Yes, what a great start to a show this is. Put this on the Sony tape. Send that to those suckers. I said suckers with an S. Line 3, how old is Ben Jones?
Oh, have you read Anton Deck's new book? They're chatty lads. Real funny.
I can remember this bloke's
Geordie
name.
from the Toon.
Geordie from the
Johnny
Toon.
from the Toon.
Everyone's third favourite Geordie caller to this show. Geordie from the Toon. Why I ought to see ya.
Hairy bikers and all that.
Sorry?
Hairy bikers, they're good.
Say
Deck.
Biker Grove.
Biker Grove.
Oh, it's lovely. I miss Biker Grove.
Yeah, I loved
Spooky.
it, Spooky.
Spooky and
I
the
didn't
fellow...
like her, because she had a moon
I'm
face.
running out of Newcastle things to say. Metro Centre.
Yes.
Angel of the North.
Yes.
Gateshead.
Yes.
Roy Keane.
You could say Spender.
Spender with Jimmy Nail.
Yay! None of this gets us any closer to answering the question that's on literally everyone's lips right now. How old
There are a lot of
is
calls on the switchboard.
Ben Jones? It's the most calls we've ever had on a weekday night. Line 4, how old is Ben Jones?
Oh, mate.
Old Andre.
Line 1, how old is Ben Jones?
I don't know, have you got any games we can play?
Yeah, we're playing How Old is Ben Jones?
Oh, that's crap.
Yep, that's maybe. Line 2, how old is Ben Jones?
Hello, Eloise.
Sorry?
Is that me?
Yes. What? Oh, man. Final call on this. Line 3, how old is Ben Jones?
38.
Oh, okay, no. I thought he was a little bit older than me, or the same age as me. I'm 36. It blew my freaking mind, and Carl's got it right. It blew my freaking mind when Ben slipped into the conversation. He's only 32 years old. That's nothing.
I thought he was definitely older, or the same age.
I thought he was 35, 36. Honestly, he's got none. I thought he was 38, 39.
I don't think he was that old.
32 years old. It makes me want to puke. And he's had a more successful... I'd never say this to his face. He's had a more successful career than me, and he's 32 years old. He's worked on the Disney Channel. I've never done that. They wouldn't let me...
He was in a boy band. And he was in Steps Video
he's in
Tragedy.
a Steps Video Tragedy.
And he has recently been in GQ doing a muscle shot.
Oh, showing his buff.
Did you look at those, by the way? Did you ask to see them?
I've not asked to see them. I'm embarrassed to see them. Line 1 and 2, you're on the wireless. Have a chat together. Oh, by the way, just switch your radios off.
Hello? Oh, mate. I'll turn the radio off.
Hello?
Hello there?
You right?
Hello?
Hello?
All right, who's that?
It's Rob.
All right, Rob, it's Andre.
Hello, Andre. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Where are you, Andre?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Basildonian. In Essex.
Essex? Where about in Essex?
Titsy.
Oh, right. Great Dunmow?
Yeah, just up the road from me, yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I know.
Are you going to see Morrissey next Tuesday at the Brentwood Centre?
Hey?
Are you seeing Morrissey?
Do I what?
No, are you seeing Morrissey at the Brentwood Centre next Tuesday?
Morrissey?
Morrissey out of
You like Morrissey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty good, isn't he? Did you hear Meet His Murder by the Smiths?
Yeah, what about The Queen is Dead?
Do I?
The Queen is Dead.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah?
He's good, yeah. He's poetical, isn't he?
But as long as he don't sort of have any problems again and drops down.
Yeah.
Well, his chest has got chest problems, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah, he passed out at the last concert, so but I think he's a bit better now.
Excuse me. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, I want to speak to Eloise.
Eloise, yeah, talk to Eloise, go on.
Eloise?
Hello, Eloise, I love you.
Eloise, did you get my photo alright of me? Because I'm only 35 and I was wondering if I looked alright.
I think they've just let it up to us. We're running the radio station.
Have you got the radio on at the moment?
Hang on. Andre, listen.
Yeah?
Right, did you know there are probably thousands of people listening to us now around the world?
Not that many people listen to this.
Oh, God, yeah, around the world, huh?
No, they don't.
No, they do online.
How do you know?
Well, you must be. The amount of people...
No,
that
it's not a very
contact the
well-known radio station.
Listen. The amount of people that contact the radio station over any given period, say 24 hours, they're from abroad, sort of like indicates that there is loads of people from abroad, listening in. So we're talking to the world, Andre. What do you want to say? Come on, man. Tell me what the most important
don't
thing
give
is.
too much away then, in case there is.
Do it.
Hello?
You can call in about stuff. Ben Jones is 32 years old today. Happy birthday, Ben. Tonight's show is dedicated to you, brother. We're also asking, what does everyone think is nice, but actually, if you analyse it, it's not very nice? Breakfast in bed. It's a horrible experience. 0330 123 1215. It's supposed to be the best, the most luxurious thing you can do in the world is to have breakfast in bed. Hotels charge like double the price for breakfast in bed. Oh, it's your birthday, Mum. We'll give you breakfast in bed. Mother's Day, breakfast in bed. Father's Day.
Why is it bad?
Huh?
Why do you think it's bad, though?
Because, I'll tell you what, okay, you're eating toast, yeah? I like granary bread. Crumbs.
Right.
You've got crumbs in bed. It means you've got to change the sheets. So at some point that day you've got to change the sheets. Changing the sheets is one of the worst jobs in the world.
That's true.
You can't sit up properly. You can't, this is the thing, you can't eat with your legs stretched out straight. It's not physically possible.
Unless this is the solution. You need to get a tray with legs on it.
But your legs are still stretched out straight because your body is in an L position. Sort of. So you're up against the back with pillows, then your legs are out straight, and then you've got to lean forward, and you've got the thing, and you've got orange juice going everywhere, and coffee's going everywhere, and it's just... And you've got cereal, and also... breakfast in bed is one of the most hideous experiences known to man. There's nothing luxurious.
It does sound quite nice to
and
me
then
still.
you've got to carry a tray full of plates downstairs. You've got your bedroom... Your bedroom should not have food in it.
Well, if someone was kind enough to bring you the breakfast in bed, I would also see it as their responsibility to clean up the mess.
They don't do that. They don't do that. They think that that's their bit, is bring it. They think that by putting some scrambled eggs on a tray and taking it upstairs, that's like a special treat. It's not. Give me £20.
Oh, I think it's nice.
What is nice about it?
Because you don't have to even get out of your nice, comfy bed to eat. It's the ultimate of laziness.
Imagine having a roast dinner in bed. If it was such a nice thing, why don't we have roast dinners in bed? Because it's disgusting. That's why it is disgusting.
No, because then when it gets to lunchtime or dinner time and you're still in your bed, that's weird.
But you're not. No, focus. So you're saying breakfast in bed is really nice because you're eating in bed. It's nice.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Sunday afternoon. That's roast dinner time, and so everyone makes roast dinner. Say, see what? Let's not eat this at the dinner table. Let's not eat this on our laps watching EastEnders. Can I finish the point?
Go on then.
Let's not eat this at the dinner table. Let's not eat this on our laps watching EastEnders. Let's go up to bed and eat it. Surely that's that. You follow your original point through, then that is the next best thing, according to you and your screwed up little world, young lady.
No, because I just said before that breakfast is completely different to lunch and dinner. Breakfast, you're already in bed, the telly's on probably in your room, you're all snuggly, and someone comes up and brings you a surprise, and it's nice. You don't have to get out of bed in a rush.
I took the telly out of my bedroom.
Well,
I'm
you
retrograde.
could have a nice little chat with whoever you're...
Hey, hands up who nearly got killed by a prostitute and a drug dealer this evening. Yeah, we did. We went out. We thought it would be funny to go out and wind up prostitutes and drug dealers.
I think he was a pimp drug dealer.
I think he was dealing in drugs and prostitution.
Yeah.
Yes, because you've never been out in Soho at night time before.
No, and I don't think I'll be going around again. Or if I do, it won't be with a microphone. Or you.
No, the microphone is the thing that protects you. Having a microphone is better than having a gun or a knife.
I'm not going around with you again.
No.
Though.
Well, hopefully we may play it out on tomorrow's show, or maybe Monday's show. What happened? But Eloise, I went round. We found a lovely tranny.
Yeah, she was lovely.
She was nice.
And very classy.
Yeah, and fair play, great legs.
I think if I was a tranny, though, like a man turning into a lady...
That's what a tranny is, correct?
Well, it can be the other way around, can't it?
No.
Oh.
Don't think it can be.
OK, well, anyhow.
Yeah.
I would...
Carry on, because I'm getting hot.
I would want to wear, like, stuff that ladies of that age would actually wear. Like, so my mum, for instance, would shop in like Next or somewhere like that.
No.
I would want to wear Next clothes.
Trannies always dress like slags. They dress like slags.
But why?
She had great legs.
She did have good legs.
For a bloke.
For anyone.
Yeah.
They're still good.
Yeah.
She did still have a hairy chest, which I thought was a bit
I
odd.
didn't see that. I wasn't looking at it. 0330 123 1215. Trannies? I guess we can talk about trannies, I suppose. There's no shame in that. Ever been threatened by a prostitute or a pimp? And what have you been... does everyone think is really, really good, but you just think, come on, man, that absolutely sucks.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11 every weeknight, except Fridays.
Ridiculous, scandalous, stupid.
What do you think about stem cell research?
Ridiculous, scandalous, stupid.
So everybody that comes on this evening has to wish Ben Jones a happy 32nd birthday. That's everybody has to come on. Do it.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Ben. Paul, wish Ben Jones happy birthday.
Ben Jones, I wish you a very happy 32nd birthday.
Fantastic. Hello, Paul.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm fine. I would have come to... I'm sorry, fella. I would have come to you sooner if I'd known it was Paul in Dartford, of all people.
Oh, yeah. It's only me.
It's only me? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good.
What are you up to?
Well, I've got a bit of a problem in that my son is doing his half-term this week.
Oh, yeah, apparently so, yeah.
This relates to nothing else you've been talking about in your show,
No.
but it's half-term this week. My little boy has been doing a drama club, and they're doing a production of Oliver.
Oh, yes, the Artful Dodger and all of that.
Exactly. My son is playing the Artful Dodger.
Oh, well done. Were any strings pulled to get that gig?
No, I'm very proud of him. He did it off his own back.
Okay, good work.
And I agreed that I was going to play Fagin.
Oh, okay.
What a wonderful thing.
That's a beautiful thing, to share the stage, father and son sharing the stage. Let me try and think of a famous example of... It's like Nigel Havers and his dad.
Exactly, something like that. But
in
let
that
me stop
sitcom.
you there. Let me stop you there, because there's a tragic twist. I've been called away on business, urgent business. I can't play Fagin.
It sounds so suspicious. I've been called away on business. Are you going to prison, Paul? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not gonna specify exactly what's going on, but I've been called away for business. I can't play Fagin. I'm going to upset an awful lot of people.
Well, you're going to upset not only your son, but the entire theatrical world.
Well, okay, but yeah.
Shame on you. What's more important than your son's happiness? It should be nothing. If I had a son, I would put everything. No business would get in the way.
Well, that's exactly why I'm phoning you, mate, because I knew you'd understand that, and I was wondering what you're doing on Friday afternoon.
Do you want me to play Fagin?
Well, if you could don a fake beard, or even grow one in time, put on a wide-brimmed hat, that would be amazing. Imagine that. Imagine the looks on those little children's faces.
Imagine the look on your son's face as he goes, "That's not my daddy. Who's that strange man under that weird outfit?"
But at least we've got a Fagin, they'll say to themselves. I don't know, you know...
You really are. You're literally clutching at straws, aren't you?
I'm clutching at straws, mate.
Hang on a second. Sue Morgan?
Hello, my ducky.
Oh, Jesus. Would you be able to play Fagin?
No, I'd be able to play a witch.
OK, she couldn't play... Stay there, Paul. We might be able to... Hang on a second, let's try. Andre?
Hello?
Andre?
Yeah?
Are you responsible around children? Could you play Fagin?
Yeah, I've got a son.
Good. Yeah, could you play Fagin in Oliver?
Yeah, of course I could.
Paul, is there any audition process or anything?
There might be some sort of vetting process, I've got to admit.
That's all right.
Andy,
I'll be with my son all day today.
Oh, well, that should be enough then. That should be all right.
What else do you want to know? We've been working on my car today.
Yeah, OK. Could you play Fagin in Oliver?
Yeah.
Could you give us a little bit, Andy?
Yeah, well, you've seen my picture, haven't you? Just ask Eloise if you saw my picture of me.
Yes, she saw the picture of you. Try and focus on the one subject, Andre.
All right, go on then.
Could you give us a little bit of Oliver?
You've got to pick a pocket or two.
Oh, that's not bad, actually, Paul.
That's pretty damn good, actually. I've got to admit. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting that.
I was literally not expecting that in the slightest. I would love to, but I'm working on Friday afternoon. That's a fact.
Right, you are.
So I'm putting business ahead of your son as well. Your son, if your son ever hears this, he's going to have a terrible complex.
Yeah, well, I'm putting that half down to you, mate, but that's all right.
Okay, thanks very much for that. It's appreciated. Sorry, Paul, I guess we just can't help you this evening.
Fair enough. No, there's going to be one disappointed little boy and a whole lot of disappointed little children, but I guess they're going to have to learn.
I guess we're going to have to learn the hard way. It's better than, like, having a cat die or something, isn't it? That's just terrible. So this is one notch better than that. So I suppose you could be grateful for that small factor.
Well, that's brilliant. I'm going away from this conversation happy. Thank you
Good
very
lad.
much.
Paul, stay there. I'll be with you in a second. Here's, I don't know who the hell this is. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I've gone deaf. Did I? I've not told you where I was this evening, have I, Eloise? Which microphone are you on now, for God's sake? Jesus Christ.
The same one as the last few nights. No, you haven't.
I
Sorry.
was at the BBC Theatre. I was allowed back into the BBC building. They didn't remember the Dwayne Chambers nonsense, so I snuck in. Six Music, who also sacked me. I snuck in. And I went and saw the British premiere of the world premiere, excuse me, of the English language version of the new piece by Sparks, one of my favourite bands of all time. It was brilliant!
Wow.
It was brilliant! And they were sat right next to me!
Sparks was sat right next to you.
Well, I say right next to me. There was, like, the aisle, and then there was a woman, and they were sat next to her.
Oh,
But Sparks
that's
there.
amazing.
Very, very... I love Sparks.
Did you get to speak to them?
No!
You could have gone, I spoke to you on my radio show.
Well, I did feel a bit of a dick, because as we were going in, they were handing out bits of paper saying, there'll be a Q&A session. Would you like to ask them a question? And I went, no, I think I've asked them enough questions already in my lifetime. As I walked away, I started thinking, what an absolute...
You do sound a bit of a
plonker.
arrogant plonker.
Bit of a plonker. It was wonderful. It's a musical radio play for Swedish radio about Ingmar Bergman. It was mental. A little bit pretentious, but wonderful because of it. Wonderful. It's, you know.
So that's made your day then.
It has made my day.
And then pimps, drug dealers and trannies have topped it off for you.
We'll get that out to you soon. Oh! We've got that thing of that mental bloke I met.
Yeah.
Where is that? Where's that?
It's in Iain Features.
Oh, okay, so listen, I got my hair cut today, and if you're looking on the web, well, you can look. I've had all my hair cut off. Short, very short.
It is very short. You look like a naughty schoolboy, I think.
Yeah, brave and daring.
Makes you look younger.
But then as I was leaving the hairdressers, walking through Soho to meet my wife, this young gentleman in a very bright green cardigan approached me, and he went, "Hey man, you're the man after TV," and he held my hand. He shook my hand, and it was one of those things where he would not let it go, where I actually pulled away quite dramatically several times. He would not let go of my hand. And literally 5 minutes after him holding my hand, I decided to get out my mobile phone and record him because he was bonkers. The swears have been taken out of there, Louise.
Yes.
Okay, this is hopefully, fingers crossed, swear-free. This is the kind of stuff I have to deal with on a frighteningly regular basis. What do you want from me?
I don't know yet.
Well, I can't help
you. I know
you.
you're an important person to know, that's all.
I'm not giving you my phone number.
You take my number.
But I'm never going to call you.
Why not?
Well, but I don't know who you are. Why would I ever call you? I don't
what
call
you
people.
Need to know?
I don't call people that I know. I don't call my best friends.
What you do? All right, what you do? I know your face from somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not
and
telling
I know
you.
I've seen you on TV.
I'm not telling you.
But my name's Gary Johnson.
Hey, Gary Johnson, nice to meet you. I'm not shaking hands because I'll never get it back again.
Now you get your hand back.
Okay, nice one, Gary Johnson. But you give me a number, but I promise you I will never call you. I don't call anybody, and that's not a rude thing or anything. I don't.
It is quite rude.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
I kind of know.
I don't even call my sister. And she's my sister.
So how can I get you in Spider-Man 4? That's what I'm working on right now. That's what's in my mind.
Me in Spider-Man 4?
Yes. Because you're a British cat, and we're going to shoot in Britain.
Okay, I'm recording this. This is going to go on the radio tonight.
Yeah,
you
it
know
don't
that.
matter.
Okay.
What radio?
Absolute Radio.
You play records?
I play records.
Okay, that's your...
You're not an MP3 DJ, are you? You're a real DJ, like vinyls. You know what it feels like to play 150.
Hey, listen, I play vinyls in my living room.
But
no one plays vinyls on the radio anymore.
Yeah, I know that. But you came from that school, right? Not the fast food generation. You came from the real DJ.
What's the fast food generation?
I want it now, the iPod generation.
What station is that?
The radio, it's It's urban music with a little bit of jazz. It's kind of like Magic FM.
It's like urban music with a little bit of jazz.
They didn't playlist my record there. I'm very angry.
Yeah. What you do on TV though? Where
you don't know, do you?
No, I don't. That's what's going to bug me.
Google it.
What you do on TV? Because I've seen your face on TV.
Google me.
Ian Lee. He's like, Google me.
He won't let it go, will he?
Nah.
He's good,
I
man.
don't let
But he's
it go.
not that good.
I'm good at what I do.
You're excellent at what you do. Wonderful.
That's the money green. That's the Benjamin Franklin.
The Benjamin Franklins. That's what I'm talking about.
Ian.
I don't reply to emails either.
But if you get the
Why
email
you going to be a jackass for you?
Huh?
Why are you going to be a jackass for? You said you're on the main.
I'm not being a jackass. I'm trying to go and meet my wife.
Yeah, let me
after having a delightful haircut. And you won't let me go.
No, because I'm trying to make money with you. So we got to do a double date. Let's go for dinner.
Well, I'm not going to go out for dinner with you. I've just met you. I've just
that's
by some mental bloke in the street. I'm not going to go out for dinner with you.
Mental to you?
Because then you kill me and my wife.
Look, I got a plastic spoon in my hand. How am I going to kill you with that? Do I look like Hannibal Lecter to you, brother?
You look like you could be a black Hannibal Lecter, yes.
Yeah.
And it goes on for longer than that. I was there for ages, and suddenly his mates appeared, and I couldn't get away. Gary Johnson, lovely, completely bonkers. I know you from somewhere, and you're the guy from T4. You're the guy from T4.
It's so surreal. It's like you were actually on a film or something. It's really
weird.
weird.
Wonderful. I've discovered I can record things quite high quality on my phone, so I shall record more talking to mental people. 0330 123 1215. What does everyone think is nice, but actually is a little bit rubbish? More of your calls after this. Oh, balls. Eloise, you were talking to me then. You blew that.
Sorry.
And you're not even ready to come... Hang on, right. Nice.
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Right, let's rattle through some of these calls. Edward?
Yeah, hi Ian.
Hey, Edward, what can we do for thee?
Right, in about 97,
Yes.
do you remember appearing on Calvin Mackenzie's live TV station?
Yes, I do. I remember I did it almost every week. I tell you I did it. There used to be a programme called Stand Up Live, and you would... it was for, like, stand-up comedians, and you got £20. Maybe it may have even been £25. They either gave you a cab or you got £25 and as much beer and food as you could put inside your body. And so I did it maybe 50, 60 times.
Oh, right. Have you got clips?
Yeah, I have got quite a few clips somewhere in the attic.
Have you thought about putting them on YouTube, digging them out maybe?
Yeah, it's never going to happen. It might do. I don't know. A lot of it is rubbish. Okay, let's be completely honest here. A lot of it is absolute rubbish. Some of it's very good because it's rubbish. Some of it I'm very stoned and don't look a little bit worse for wear. Some of it's quite good. There was a brilliant, basically it was a stand-up show, but it was in the studios of Live TV. I think it went on just after Topless Darts. And
wasn't it in front of like an audience of cleaners though? There was about 10 people in the audience.
It varied. You could yes. Sometimes there were literally 3 or 4 people in the audience, and you'd go on and do like stand-up stuff. Sometimes there were maybe I think the most were about 20. But one week. It was, they just got a load of... let me get music, because this is quite a dull story. Hang on, there we go. This will make it better. One week, they just had a load of Italian students in, like 15 and 20 Italian students, who couldn't speak a word of English. And we're thinking, this is going to be awful. But we discovered, if you say a sentence and end it as though you've just told a joke, they'd all start laughing. So it ended up that by the end of it, we were just being very abusive and offensive to them, but ending it like that, and they were laughing at it. But there was one old guy in there who died terribly. Do you know what, Edward? Maybe I will put some of it on YouTube.
All right, I only remember one. And
how do you remember it? Because I wasn't...
you wasn't... Well, that was you that was stoned. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
It wasn't just...
Well, I know, but that was before I had any kind of success. So
well,
how would
I wasn't looking for you like it was just an accidental thing. It was about 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I only remember one, and you came bounding on stage, and I think it was in the Canary Wharf building, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, about floor 35 or something.
Yeah, and it did feel like there was about 10 cleaners that they'd assembled.
Oh, it was a terrible show. It was a terrible show, but wonderful because it was so terrible.
And I laughed for about a week. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I thought maybe, and then you got famous a few years later.
But what happened? I mean, were you laughing because what I said was genuinely funny, or because it was just such an excruciatingly uncomfortable experience? I won't be offended.
You called the audience a group of slags.
Now that's comedy.
Only you.
That's comedy, dear listener. And well, there you go.
You asked them if you were sexy, and they took a little bit of time, and basically all of them said no. So you said, okay, that's it.
Well, that's
a bunch of slacks.
Slacks or slags?
That's actually quite...
slag.
Let me just write that down. Am I sexy? No. Bunch of slack. We're using that line again. That line's getting used in a couple of weeks. Edward, do you know what? I have got a load of... I've got nearly all of them on tape somewhere. Yes, maybe one day they will end up on YouTube.
Yeah, you know, you should at least look for them, because if you move house or something, you might lose them.
I know. To be honest, I was being coy. I know exactly where they are. I know I could find them in a second. I have a box full of that crap. Edward, I will do that at some point. Thank you for that.
Fantastic. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. There we go. What a lovely memory of
Blast from the past.
The dark days. We used to just get loads of booze. There was a girl who worked at Live TV who I went out with for about 20 minutes. She was a lovely girl, but you know when you start going out with someone and you think, nope, this ain't right. She was lovely. And I won't say her name, but her initials, because her parents were hippies, so her initials were LSD.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a weird thing to do to a child, isn't it? It's give them, like, their initials, the reference to a hallucinogenic drug.
Why don't you take some,
Why
child?
don't you take some? They were I tell you what freaked me out about that. Going up Thursday, I stayed at her flat once. She lived next door to Wendy James from Transvision Vamp.
Oh, I love her.
I always like Wendy James. We should get Wendy James on the show.
I don't want your money, honey. I want your love. Okay.
What was their other song?
Apparently she's gone into, like, the abyss somewhere.
Well, let's find her. But I stayed at her flat once. Right?
Wendy James?
No, this girl. I stayed at her flat, and then we were sort of, gonna go to bed. And she said, "Oh, before we go, we had like a lovely night, playing games and like it was like a bit coy and a bit nervous. It's like board games. It's a bit coy and nervous. And we were about to go. She said, "Oh, do you mind just coming through and saying goodnight to my mum?" I said, "Sorry, what? I don't beg your pardon. Who is in this building?" And it was her mum's house.
Oh,
and
no.
I was like, "Oh, excuse me, I'm just going to go..." Oh, it's awful. Talk about passion
That's
killer.
really
embarrassing. That was weird.
You'd never do that.
Oh, do you want to go... Sorry, would you mind coming and say goodnight to my mum? That's who's in this flat? Where are we? I thought this was... this is all, we're all like sort of 23 or 4 or something. 23 probably. 22, 23. And people are just starting to, and it was her mum's flat. Oh, dear. Harry!
Yay!
Yeah, Harry, this sounds like it's going to be a fun call.
Why is Ben Jones dead on Wikipedia?
Why is what?
Ben Jones dead.
Ben Jones has just texted.
Oh, it's Ben Jones's birthday. What has Ben Jones said?
Why are my friends texting to say have I missed your birthday?
Is that actually Ben Jones's number? We all know it's Ben... Listen, Ben Jones is not dead. We can quash that rumour. It's like when Paul Weller supposedly died in a car crash. Ben Jones is not dead as far as I know, but it is Ben Jones's 32nd birthday tonight.
Oh, happy birthday, Ben.
Happy birthday, Ben Jones. Happy birthday, Ben Jones. Sue Morgan, wish Ben Jones a happy birthday.
I'd like to do more than wish him an happy birthday. I can sing him happy birthday if you want to. Is he listening in?
Of course he's listening in.
Right, here we go then.
Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
She's really trying her best there as well, you can tell. She's doing like an American accent.
Happy birthday, dear Ben.
She's not bad.
Happy birthday to you.
Sue, are you Subo?
Pardon?
Are you Subo?
Am I?
I don't know. Ashley. I don't know what you mean by Subo.
Well, I forgot what I'm going to talk to you about.
Well, then
we'll
say goodnight then, Sue.
Hey, I want to tell you something about this eating in bed. What about them poor muppets that's in hospital who are bedridden and they're going to starve or what?
Well, no, obviously people in hospital have to eat in bed, but when the one occasion when I was in hospital for an extended period of time, eating in bed, it was disgusting.
I know all that.
It's amazing how much of a lady she can sound like when she's singing.
But when she talks, she sounds like a horrible, dirty man who works down the mines. Doesn't she?
Yeah.
Doesn't she?
And also, when we used to do the arts phones, she used to leave some filthy messages of her, burping and farting and all sorts.
Do you know, I still haven't, I'm married. I still haven't blown off in front of my wife.
Haven't you?
No. Well, I have.
Has she in front of you?
I have, but silently. You know when you put...
Oh, yeah. You pull
yeah.
apart.
No, she hasn't.
Really?
Yeah. And
I don't reckon my parents have. Well, my dad definitely has, but I don't think my mum ever has.
And now we've gone beyond that thing now, so I can never, for the next...
Do it.
What do I say? The next 50 years of my life, I can never do it. I have to wait until we get really old and then she dies. Hopefully she'll die before me. I don't want her to die, but one of us is going to. I hope I live longer than my wife. I can say that, I think. And then at her funeral, I can just let rip my huge grunt.
Not at the funeral, though, surely.
Not at the funeral.
So have you ever spoke to her about this, or is this how she was going to hear about it?
She won't be listening now. I don't think. She might be listening now, actually. It's only...
Well, then maybe you've broke the ice now, and when you go home, it will be all right.
We can just blow off, have a blow-off party. Well, tonight's fun, isn't it? I'm enjoying it. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Well, let's ask a random listener if they're enjoying it. Line 4, are you enjoying the show?
Yeah, not bad, but I'll
There we go. Well, that's great. That works for me.
They always want more, don't they?
They always want more. Let's go to the merchant. Good evening, merchant.
Good evening, stranger.
Oh, that sent a shiver down me just then.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Anyway, stranger, what can I do for you, stranger?
Okay, you know the drill by now. I know you know it. You have 1 out of 49 ideas. Pick one.
One.
Okay. If she is going away for a weekend, tell her that she will need a bodyguard. She doesn't need a bodyguard. Send her a big teddy bear with a little love note, and with the bear, leave a single red rose.
Have you ever actually spoken to a lady?
No.
There we go.
No.
That explains that, I think. Let's go to... it's Paul in Ladbroke Grove.
Good evening.
It sounds like Midge. Good evening.
Yeah. Hey, Ian, I didn't know you're married.
Are you on speakerphone?
No.
Then why does it sound like you're on speakerphone?
I don't know. These phones are just... I'm having phone trouble tonight, Ian.
Man, come on. It sounds awful.
I know.
Anyone else, Paul, they would be cut off and sent home with their tails between their legs.
But because it's me...
Because it's you.
I've got some advice to ask. But that little story about your stand-up that I just heard...
Oh, yeah.
It reminded me of when I was an actor at Edinburgh once. I was playing a speck of dust from a cremated body from the Libido.
Jesus.
And I got chased by a bunch of very angry Scotchmen carrying a coffin in a red leotard.
Yeah, that's Edinburgh. That pretty much sums up everyone's Edinburgh experience, Paul.
Yes, it reminded me of that a bit.
Yeah, I was in Edinburgh when Princess Diana died. Remember those sad days?
Oh yes.
Well, was it different?
Yes.
No. Anyway, sorry.
Yes, when everyone went into mourning.
Everyone went into something. Yes. Anyway, Paul, you've called in because you've got a question to ask. You want some advice, do you?
I have. Now I'm going to watch my language when I ask this.
Do what? No, okay. Even though it's 10 to midnight on a music-based station, we cannot have any of your filthy potty language.
There will be no swear words.
It's like it's like an old LBC show. Crazy Benji's going to be on next. This is ridiculous.
Wow, or Lynn from the Forest Gate.
I miss the callers I miss most. Lynn from Forest Gate and Chris from Crouch End. Those two.
Chris.
Or as if you listen to Talk Sport, Christine from London, as she is now.
I'm going to have to listen to Talk Sport, I think.
I wouldn't bother.
To get my film.
I wouldn't bother. Anyway, Paul, yes, let's get to the point. Let's get to the point, yes.
Right, this is very delicate, but I do need listener advice from all round, unless you have this advice, because you're now a married man.
Oh, yeah, I'm there.
I've been dating a woman recently.
Jesus, okay. Sorry, it's the third time I've said Jesus during that phone call. I do apologise. It's excessive. That's excessive. Yes.
Obsessive?
Excessive and obsessive, yes.
Oh, excessive. Oh, right, and obsessive.
Both.
Well, I've been dating this woman recently, and she's a little bit fruity.
Yeah.
And I've been a little bit daring, but she's asked me to whip her bottom tomorrow.
Whip it?
Whip it.
Whip it with... Now, when you say whip it, with a cat o' nine tails?
I don't know. This is what I want to know, because I've never whipped a woman's bottom before.
Okay.
Where do I buy a whip?
Oh, you've got to buy the whip, have you?
I've got to buy the whip.
Yeah.
And also, I feel a bit stupid. I mean, How do you go about such a thing?
I would imagine you feel stupid to start with, and once you start getting into it and throw in some expletives, dirty talk, that it would be all right, I'd imagine. And I'd imagine you'd get a whip in... I think they sell it in Ann Summers, whips.
Do they?
I think they do, because Ann Summers is kind of like... It's like a dirty shop, but it's not... It's like friendly dirty. Speaking of which, I saw... Get this right, I'm walking past Ann Summers... And these two women come out. One of them's pushing a buggy with a baby in it. The other one's got like a toddler with her. Coming out of Ann Summers!
Did you buy the baby at Ann Summers?
I don't know
you buy them there?
And I'm watching that, I'm thinking, that's not... Listen, I hate, man, you know, I'm open... You can't take toddlers and babies into sex shops. That's not appropriate.
They don't really know what's going on, do they?
No, but that's not appropriate.
No, it is a bit weird.
It's
I mean,
a
if
little...
I was in an Ann Summers shop...
Yeah.
And I saw a woman coming in with a baby, it would put me off my stroke.
Oh, yes. Well, listen, Paul, keep listening. 0330 123 1215. If anyone can help Paul, he's been asked to whip a lady. Bearing in mind, you know, this, the show has maybe got a little bit laddish in the past week or so. So let's try and keep it, you know, a little bit respectful. Where does he get a whip? And how does he do the whipping? 0330 123 1215. We're here to help. And if we can't help, then what's the point of being here? Happy birthday, Ben Jones! This song's for you, mate.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11.
Good evening, dear listener. On this holiest of days, I know it's after midnight, but we're still celebrating the magic of Ben Jones's birthday. Happy birthday, Ben! It doesn't stop being your birthday until I go to bed and fall asleep. What are we asking tonight? By the way, the show is Monday to Thursdays now, 11 p.m. till 1 p.m. Do tell people, otherwise, if we don't get the listeners, I'm out. To a lot of you, that may sound like a great thing, but you know, I've got mortgages to pay, and are you going somewhere, Eloise?
No.
What are you picking your car for then?
I was just a bit cold.
So, Monday to Thursday. If you miss the show, if you listen to the first hour but don't listen to the rest, then I suggest that you go to absoluteradio.co.uk/Iain Lee or iTunes and download the podcast, where normally we record an intro of maybe about 5 or 10 minutes and an outro of 5 or 10 minutes for the long one and the short best bit choice cut thing. We haven't done that tonight because all yesterday. So we'll do a double long one tomorrow.
Okay.
We're going to do a double long one tomorrow. That's what we'll do. We'll try and do some Vinnie Bingo tomorrow. We're going to try and do Vinnie Bingo, and hopefully we'll have the tape of myself and what was your name?
Eloise.
Speaking to prostitutes and drug dealers and transvestites. Hopefully we'll have that, but I don't... we may play that next week, we'll see. Paul Daniels next week as well.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It will be fun. Well, it was tough, but we'll make it sound fun.
I'll make it sound
You'll
fun.
make it sound fun with editing and computer effect, and that's always good. Look at these calls. Hang on, let's go to line 3, you're on the wireless.
Why has he got 2 phones?
I don't know, it's strange it's doing that.
It did that last night, didn't it?
Line 4, you're on the wireless.
He has hung up.
What? Hello? 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 Line 4, you're on the wireless.
He has hung up.
What? Hang on, this is hang on, this is psychedelic. Shh, listen to this. Go in a loop now. Yeah.
Hello?
Line 4, you're on the wireless.
I've got a dirty...
Was it really worth the wait?
I don't understand how
he
called up twice on the same number.
I don't know what happened, really. Pete, you're on the wireless of all places. Good evening, Pete.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very, very good, actually. Very good. I'm inspired after seeing Sparks. Sparks are just the most charming, quiet, humble gentleman you'll ever meet, and yet they make this huge, ridiculous, pompous noise. I love it.
Sparks, as in this town isn't big enough.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us. Dum.
Classic.
Oh, they're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Fantastic.
Anyway, Pete, that's not what you've called in for. What have you called in for?
Paul Daniels. I'm a little aggrieved about that, but we won't go into
Why
that.
are you aggrieved about Daniels? What's Daniels ever done to you?
Nothing. I just found his
magic show in the sort of early 80s rather irritating.
No, you're
to
wrong.
say the least.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
That's blasphemy.
You're wrong. It was brilliant. How old are you, Pete?
37.
So, well, we're a similar age. You're older, but you're wrong. I think you're looking back through history, and you're like those people that deny the Holocaust. You're a revisionist. That's the word I meant. I didn't mean to mention that. You're a revisionist. I bet as an 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old, you loved Paul Daniels.
I preferred. What was that other man? Jeffrey.
Oh,
the Great Soprendo.
Big Fat Boof.
Yes.
That's what he used to say. Big Bath Boof. He used to say. He used to be married to Victoria Wood, and they're not married anymore. Yeah. I found him too childish. Daniels he would dick around a bit and be a little bit irritating, but he could, when it came to the tricks, he could do it. And with the Great Soprendo, I just felt like I was watching, I was at a kid's birthday party.
Sooty and Sweep show.
I thought you were being terribly offensive there. Okay, yeah, he was always on that and Crackerjack and stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't do it.
Right, I'll listen to the interview and I shall make my mind up.
Okay, please do. Well, don't make your mind up from the interview. Because let's just say it's not the greatest interview we've ever done.
Right.
There's lots of stops and starts.
We'll get 90 seconds, a good 90 seconds out of it. Yeah, we put some music at the top.
90, were you there all day for 90 seconds?
Yeah, it was. Anyway, yes.
Anyway, the man about the whip, was it Paul?
Paul wants a whip and wants to know how to indulge in the whipping.
You say that like you say
there
white.
would be a vast difference between the whip and the spank, would there not?
Oh yeah, well. Yes,
is a whip to inflict pain?
Well, it depends. If you've got a cat of nine tails, then it can be slightly erotic, and if you're getting like a proper riding crop, then you're in a different world. Then you're in something I ain't interested in, baby, because that is nasty. Nasty boy.
Right.
Nasty.
Surely
nasty
the cat
boy.
o' nine tails would hurt more.
No.
There's 9
No, you speak from experience.
Sorry?
Are you speaking from experience?
Just give me a second to process that, what my answer will be. Hang on. Maybe.
Interesting.
Let's just say, Pete, I get bored very quickly, and I need experimentation and excitation and, yeah.
On a daily basis, I know what you're saying.
Oh, no, yes. Well, have you had experience?
No.
No, okay. I'm just asking.
I did watch a very good friend of mine at a stag do get whipped by how can I put it in a non-sexist way, if you know what I mean, a lady who was paid to come and perform.
I don't get this about stag nights. My stag night, we went out for a vegetarian meal and then went and all sang John Denver songs all night. That's genuinely what we did. It was wonderful. I know, it does sound ridiculous, but it was perfect. It was really wonderful evening. I don't get...
This friend of mine was in absolute agony.
Yeah.
Absolute...
Did he have sex with this woman?
No.
I don't get the whole, let's go, hey, I'm going to marry the person who I love and want to spend the rest of my life with. Let's go and see some other women's tits. I don't get that.
No, I don't understand that.
And bare my bottom to all my friends.
Yeah, I don't... Hey, listen, we've had a few beers and maybe some drugs. Let's go and have sex with prostitutes as well, because I'm getting married next week to the woman I love. I don't get that. I don't get how that works. It's really odd, isn't it? It
is an odd.
You're making a commitment to be with someone forever. So let's go look at some tits!
He's divorced now, bless him.
Well, of course he is. He prefers getting spanked by prostitutes.
How dare you.
Pete, thank you for that.
Thank you, Ian.
Cheers, my dears. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. I'm still not quite sure how to work these late night shows, because I'm kind of want to do these late night shows and these 2-hour shows. So it's two different things altogether. I want to throw another topic in the mix, but I'm worried
that it's too much. That
we'll waste it. That I'll throw it, and we won't get any new callers anyway, because the calls I'll be honest, the calls, we're call light on sort of Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, as opposed to Sunday nights. It was always busy. Thursdays are kind of quite busy, and I think we'll get busier as it goes on over the months, you know, it's particularly over winter. We'll get busier, because it's kind of a dead slot. It doesn't get that many listeners. We need to turn that around. But so I'm still not sure how to play it. Do I put out what is a very good topic, or do I save it for tomorrow?
I'd say now, because it's quite late.
Yeah.
You should save it from tomorrow.
But you say it's quite late. We've still got 50 minutes. We're only just over halfway through the show.
That is true.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, because to me, I'm thinking that we're almost finished.
I tell you what, you take lines 3 and 4. I'll see how I get on with these losers, and then we'll talk about it, OK? Good. There we go. And he said good girl. I'm patronising. Ah, jeez. It's Alan in the Glasgow.
Ian.
Alan, you're not coming round to stay at my house. I got your email.
How not?
You're not coming to my house, and you're not going to come to the studio. We're never going to meet up.
I don't want to meet. I just want to meet Ella Louisa anyway.
Yeah, you're not going to.
Well, I just want somewhere to stay.
Sorry?
I need somewhere to stay.
Yeah, but you're not staying... you're having nothing to do with me.
Fine. The Ben Jones' birthday.
Yeah, oh yeah, wish him happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jen.
Jen?
Ben.
Ben, that's his name, yeah.
Want a title, please?
That was yesterday.
Oh, I'll do it tonight.
Nope. That was a once in a lifetime opportunity, and let's just say, Alan, you blew it.
No, I just take one now.
Well, then you don't get a title.
I want a title, but because there's no rules that saying I can't get one tonight.
No, there are rules. There are rules. There are my rules.
Your rules are cats.
You're getting a little bit too big for your boots, mister.
I know.
I'm going to give you a kick right up your backside if ever I meet you. Yeah, that shut him up. That shut him up. Da, 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 da. Crazy Benji.
You know where I live, don't you? So I better be careful. Iain Lee, Wagwan.
Wagwan, Crazy Benji, Wagwan.
Yes. It's your local mental case, Crazy Benji FP.
I recognise that. Don't you worry, fella.
I was in a city in America where some people live, and they got properties there as well.
Hang on, let me just write down these clues. So it's a city in America, and you say some people live there. People live there. Okay, I think I know.
Right.
I think I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. You know, you got the approximate area, right?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes, and it's near where Green Day come from.
Oh, Green Day, the band. Yes, I've heard.
Yeah.
Yes.
And me and a friend were driving in the car, and we were talking, and then we came to a stoplight.
Yeah.
And I was still talking to him and distracting him. So the cops came over and asked us what the problem was.
Right.
And so I stayed in the car, follow everything because they're just doing procedure. And they talking to my friend outside the car. So I had to shout across them, look, I'm sorry for distracting you. And then they understood, and it was all good. Yeah. Well,
Crazy Benji, that's a lesson that I think we can all learn from there. Thank you for that. Wonderful stuff. Absolutely wonderful. It's an odd one tonight. You know, sometimes it kind of just flows by and it's wonderful and it's creative and everyone's on top form and, you know, it's a joy. Sometimes it's not very good. And then sometimes it's like it is tonight where it's just, like, weird. Really weird. If you want to give us a call, 0330 123 1215. The way it works, you dial up, you press button 1, I think. You'll speak to Eloise, give her your name and number, and then she'll call you back. It's as simple as that. It doesn't even cost you that much money. So what have you got to lose? 0330 123 1215. What do you think is not that good that everyone else raves about? If you've got a birthday message for Ben Jones, or just pretty much anything you want to say on the radio, now's the time to do it.
These girls fall like
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Let's go to Lee. Good evening, Lee!
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm all right, fella. I'm all right. The show's almost over. It's ridiculously short. I'm going to ask for more hours. Huh?
It goes by awfully quickly.
It goes by bloody quick. I'm going to ask for more hours. I'm going to ask that Ben Jones, even though it's his birthday, gets 2 hours taken off his show. And ladies and gentlemen, from next week I will be doing a 4-hour show. I probably won't be, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Anyway, listen, what's your thoughts on pub quizzes?
I don't think I have any thoughts on pub quizzes.
Well, my thoughts are they can be pretty hit and miss, right? Like, they could be a good laugh, they could be pretty bad. Now,
it depends who set them and who you're doing them with, I think.
Well, yeah, exactly. I was at a student union one 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And it was fine, but at the end they had one of these specialist rounds, you know, like, with kind of weird, supposed to be, like, comical questions.
Yeah.
And the topic was strange sexual practices.
The topic was what?
Strange sexual practices.
Oh dear. However much I try and steer this show away from turning into Zoo or Nuts magazine, we always end up with
It's
shagging.
not even that good.
Right.
It's worse.
Yeah.
But, have you got access to Urban Dictionary right now? No.
A dictionary?
No, Urban Dictionary. You know the website.
What? It depends what you're going to say to me. If you're going to say a high frequency swear word, then I can't.
No. I'll name it, but I won't describe it.
Okay, name it.
And it's perfectly nameable without causing any problems.
Oh, jeez, I'm going.
So they give you a name of something, and you had to describe what it was. That was the answer.
Okay.
So the first one was a Boston pancake.
I don't. Right, hang on. I'm going to look. Oh, gee, oh no, Lee, go away, no. I apologise I knew I shouldn't have let that go on. I apologise. That was terrible. How did you let a caller like that come on, Eloise?
What happened?
He said something vulgar, but it was so high frequency. I had to look on the internet to find out exactly how vulgar it was.
Will you forward it to me so I can see?
No.
Well, he just told me it was pub quiz.
Oh no! I don't want to read it. I'll email. I'll email you. Hang on.
Okay. Which one? My own one or the studio one?
Your one.
Yeah, do it to mine.
Okay.
So, did that person speak to you that was phoning in and wouldn't ever answer?
No, I spoke to him and said, listen, you can't, we're going to stop accepting your calls, but he didn't speak because he's a pervert, probably touching his...
His name's Peter.
Yeah, I know, then...
What's the point in phoning? What a waste.
Right, I've sent you an email, we're going to keep your mic up live, and we're going to listen to you if you go through the process, and you've got to... we'll see what happens. Go on.
The process? Yep. It's not come through yet.
It will. It's the internet. Falling, yes I am falling, and she keeps... Has it come through yet?
No.
It's emails, they're instant.
You've definitely sent it to my own one.
Definitely sent it.
Hello,
They're instant. That's the way these work. You know, you send an email...
Hello?
And it goes straight through. It should just be... Is it
well,
there
it's
yet?
not coming through just yet.
Hello?
But the way emails work is I send it and you should get it instantly, unless you type in the word...
you would think that, but it's not come through yet.
If you type in the word terrorist or bomb, though, they get siphoned off by the government.
Is that true? Maybe my email address says, terrorist in the middle.
Can I take a quick spin up there on my motorbike?
It should... Have you got it yet?
No.
To the studio?
You've definitely not sent anything.
I'm not going to repeat again what I just heard.
Can you just do it again?
Well, but then you won't be able to see...
Did you get me picture?
Do you want me to email it again?
Yeah.
Okay, let's email it again.
Anyway, did you get me picture of me ready to go on my motorbike?
Eloise.
Hello?
Don't read out my email address for everyone.
Oh, sorry. They can,
Eloise,
they can kind of work it out.
They can, only because you give out the your work one.
And you don't want to see Morrissey with me? On Tuesday.
Have you done it yet?
There we go.
Eloise, talk to me.
Okay, so I've sent it now. Have you got that one?
I've got a spare ticket.
Not yet.
What is wrong with these bloody emails?
Oh, there you are.
Got it? Okay, so listen...
Oh, I know what that is. I got told by Rocky, of all people.
Eloise,
he's now a teacher.
Andre Previn here.
Let me go and type it in, though.
Conductor.
No.
See what comes up. Well, I think...
Eloise, come on, don't lie about that.
You got it?
Let's have a look. Right.
Oh. Come on, talk to me.
Foul!
But then it carries on. I couldn't read the second part of the description.
Adds syrup.
It's John Lee. No, not John Lee. What's his name?
Terrible
Lee,
thing.
isn't it?
Awful.
I don't
Oh
even
my
know.
God, that is disgusting.
The first pictures I'll send you with the more recent one.
0330 123 1215. Okay, so the show's kind of... Normally, when we do something like this, I'm sort of driving the car, but with one eye looking the police officers walking down the street. The car has been hijacked and is running away on its own this evening. I'm having no control over it. Hopefully we can get some sense out of Sarah. Good evening, Sarah.
Gosh, good evening.
Good evening.
Right, it is evening, isn't it?
It's right, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah.
It isn't.
Yeah.
It's night time.
Yeah, it's evening.
No, it's night time.
Come on. Hey, have you been to Rio's recently?
I haven't actually.
When was the last time you
But
went?
in my mind I have.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, tell a lie, I actually haven't. I've been somewhere much better.
Where?
Somewhere in my imagination.
Oh, Jesus.
Leave that to your imagination.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Your imagination is not mine.
No, you've got your own imagination.
Exactly, you keep out of
But
mine.
I'll leave it to your imagination where I've been.
I'm not imagining.
Why not?
Because I don't
You
want to.
just asked me.
I don't want to imagine where your imagination's
hang
been.
on, wait 1 minute, hang on. Use your imagination.
I'm not using it. Use your illusion.
What, you
1
want
and
to
2.
abuse it then?
No.
Why not?
I'm going to lose it.
You got... Okay, that's fair enough.
Good.
You can lose it.
Yeah, too right. What can we do for you this evening, you mental woman?
Okay, I just want to say I drew your picture tonight. Earlier on today.
Warning,
Oh my
warning.
God.
This caller is a Fruit Loop.
What? Is that a drawing?
Just carry on. Ignore the sirens, Sarah. Carry on.
I thought that was you for a minute.
Carry on. Ignore the sirens. Ignore the sirens. Away you go.
I really thought... Excuse me.
Steady. Apologies to anyone who's offended by that. You know.
I thought that was you freaking out. That was siren.
Warning. This caller is a Fruit Loop.
Caller is a what?
Get to the point, Sarah.
There isn't a point.
Okay, well, thanks for calling. There we go. Beautiful. I was hoping we'd get some semblance of normality, and we didn't. Daniel's on the line. Good evening, Daniel.
Hey.
Hey.
I just wanted to reassure the idiot that rang up yesterday that I was in no way offended.
Oh, you're a crazy guy.
Crazy Daniel.
You're crazy. If anyone missed it, it was yesterday. Daniel was crazy Daniel. And then I think a guy called James called in.
Yeah, what an idiot.
He took great offence that I was being sarcastic and called you crazy Daniel, and he was a bit of an idiot. And he was an idiot, so, yeah. Hey, listen, man, I'm guessing, Daniel, you may be crazy, but you're big enough and tough enough and bold enough to stick up for yourself, aren't you?
Yes, definitely.
Well done, exactly. Whereas that man, Jamie, or whatever he's called, is indeed what I like to call a dick.
Very much.
Anything else, Daniel?
Things that people think are good that I don't.
Oh yeah, go on.
Fake boobs.
Oh, what a brave statement you've just made there. Fake boobs are horrible, aren't they?
They're disgusting.
Since when are breasts supposed to be perfectly round?
They just don't look right.
No, they're perfectly round and they stick out. I've never felt a fake boob, but I imagine it's like squeezing one of those stress balls that you get.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing sexy about it. And also, I don't know if you've ever seen a breast enlargement operation on the television. Where,
not nice.
Where they... get this, kids. They slice under the knocker, lift up the knocker, sometimes the nipple falls off, and then they shove, like, I don't know, a hacky sack or something in there, then sew it back up again. No. That is not what we do to our ladies' breasts. We kiss them, we caress them, we gently fondle them. We do not slice them open and shove beanbags in there. That's not how we do it.
What if I walked in on?
Sorry, Eloise, if you missed it. It's coming from a good place, what I'm saying there. Don't worry, it's not a bad thing. I'm saying a good thing, Mum, honestly. Anyway, Daniel, anything else?
That's it, thanks.
Thank you very much, sir. Well done.
I might listen back to that.
The first caller of the evening to call in about a topic that we're actually talking about. David?
Yeah, man.
You want to speak to Andy, do you?
I do indeed. I've got some questions for him.
Well, do you really want to speak to Andy?
I really do.
OK, you know he's called Andre now, don't you?
Privin. Andre Privin.
Andre, turn your radio off. David wants to speak to you.
Oh?
Andre.
David?
Yeah, man. Now, listen.
Well, I'll turn it off, all right? Hold on.
Yeah, turn it off, Tim, right?
Right, yeah?
Right, OK. Now, I know you're calling from Basildon, right, so I'm going to be fair play here, give you an easy ride, all right?
Yeah, who's that, David?
Yeah, David, right, yeah?
Yeah, go on then.
Right, OK, Tim. Basically, what I want to do is I'm going to
Now,
ask
Andre,
you
my name is.
a couple of questions. Okay?
Go on then.
So it's all tense and everything.
Right.
Are you mental?
Oh.
You, not you.
Oh, Tim or me?
No, Tim.
I'm not Tim, I'm Andre Previn.
Oh, sorry, man. Are you mental?
Well, no, I don't think so.
And
Are you?
What's the best thing about Basildon?
What's the best thing about it?
Yeah, Basildon, yeah, innit?
What, in Essex?
In Essex, yeah.
I think it's just the nightlife.
The nightlife. Yeah,
the atmosphere.
yeah.
The people.
The girls, innit? The girls with the three you-know-whats, yeah.
What, the Essex girls?
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Essex girls.
Nothing wrong with an Essex girl joke, no way.
Well, where do you come from?
Where do I come from?
Yeah.
I come from the south of England. Like, you know, like you've got the river which separates, and you're in the bit which is...
Well, you live by Birmingham on Crouch?
Yeah, that's exactly it, yeah.
Did you ever hear that Ian Jury song?
I did, yeah.
Do you know can you remember the words?
I can't, but do you want to do it?
I can.
Go on.
Oh golly, oh gosh, come lie on the couch with a nice bit of posh from Burnham on Crouch. Do you remember that one?
No.
That's what the Essex people think of the Burnham on Crouch people.
Really?
Yeah.
But what do you when you grew up, when you were a kid, what did you grow up with in Basildon? Like, what was the main things that, you know, like, apart from Essex girls and stuff like that?
In the countryside, mate, countryside. It's countryside, isn't it?
All about.
Yeah, it's in the country in Essex. It's not like by the River Crouch, there's nothing down there to do.
Yeah. You're quite low in your voice. And
or do you go out on your boat every day, like fishing?
On your boat, on your bike.
Yeah, on your bike, yeah?
Essex bike. Turn your radio off.
Hello, is that me?
Turn your radio off.
Okay, hold on. 2 seconds.
Turn your radio off, Sonny. We can all do that voice, yeah?
No, mate, it's not.
It's just I'm an idiot, so I'm not putting my radio off. Shit.
No,
but, you know, why don't you go to bed and you'll feel better in the morning, you idiot, yeah?
What?
Everyone hates it. It's phoning Absolute Radio. Sorry?
Have you taken a sudden disliking to
I've
me?
been taking illegal substances, yeah?
Oh, you haven't, have you?
No, you haven't, have you?
Oh, blimey.
Oh, my days.
Yeah, my brother's a policeman.
What, yours, Andy?
Yeah.
I can't believe that for a minute. You come from Basildon. They're all crooks.
Yeah. No, they're not.
Oh, they're not? Okay, I apologise then. Okay.
Birmingham Crouch, that's the place where all the drugs come in, isn't it? Down the river.
Tim, is that true?
I don't know, that's what someone said to me once.
Why don't you ask Tim and he might...
Tim, Tim, is that true? Hello?
Go on, keep us straight, mate.
What's that other Ian Jury song? I think, what was it? I wish I could only had the words in front of me and then I'd sing it to you. No, it's gone, sorry. Yeah, no, hang about. I've got it right here, look, listen to this. 2 seconds. It's coming on, hold on. Here it comes.
No, that's not right.
Ian Lee.
Ian Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
I'm worried that I'm... Oh, listen, you can hear Eloise walking from one studio to the other, listen. This is good radio. She has to take the microphone from that studio to this one. Otherwise the podcast doesn't work or something. Horrible noise. You may have had Paul McCartney playing all the way through that Beach Boys record as I had the fader up. I do apologise. Listen to her. Just listen, this is Eloise travelling from studio to studio. Yeah, your mic's up.
Oh, now?
Yeah. all we've heard for the last, 30 seconds is...
You're a sneak, you are.
Justin, you're new to us. Oh, and you'll never be calling us again.
That was priceless. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I did dump that, didn't I? That when that flashes,
Yes,
that means
you
it's
did,
been done.
yeah.
For
You're
those of
right.
you who don't know how this works, we operate. This is the only show I think on this station that operates on a 7-second delay. So that means what we say in the studio, you hear 7 seconds after it happens. And the reason we do that is because we have a lot of mentally ill people calling in, and people with potty mouths, and people who. Do you want to go on that microphone?
Yes, please.
Here we go. And so if someone does swear or libel someone, or swears as Justin just did there, we can dump it. It means you don't hear it, but you will hear it in the podcast. If you download the full podcast, you'll hear what he said there. And I feel... I'm not going to ban him, because that was an accident. He'd been waiting 20 minutes, and he was new to us, and he was so surprised, I think, that we finally got round to talking to him.
I don't think it was a malicious swear.
No, it slipped out. It was a genuine...
But just don't call back tonight, please. Jason.
Jason, was it?
Tomorrow.
Oh, dear. Why is Matt...
Oh, no, it was Justin.
Why is Matt Gray there?
Don't actually know what that means.
I can't take his call.
Oh.
Oh, well. Which means the only call I can take is this muppet. Are you enjoying yourself, Midge?
Oh, classic.
You heard it, didn't you? You heard it.
I heard it.
Yeah, you watch it. We're building up the delay now, so you be careful what you say.
Oh, yeah.
How could he have heard it?
If they're on the line, they hear it.
Oh,
they
of course.
they hear what happens live.
I'm like, Matt, I'm going to call you back because we can't answer your call.
Do you want to have a word with? Do you want to have a word with Justin? You can do it in here. Do you want to have a word with Justin as well and just say, "Don't we understand?" Do it. Well, your mic's down, but just say that we understand, but we'll do it. You know. And well, hang on, loads of people. Just stay there, Midge, because loads of people are calling in. I'm worried it may have got out. Line 4, you didn't hear that swear, did you?
No, it wasn't. We know it wasn't malicious.
Hello, line 4. Hello. Line 4. Okay, let's just see. Hang on, Rob.
Hello, mate. You didn't call me back out of it.
Yeah, okay, I can't be bothered. Midge, what do you want?
Yeah, I was going to say, I know why you don't like breakfast in bed.
Why?
Because you're the cookie monster, birdie num 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 num.
Midge, Midge, how about we...
Can I give an advice for Paul?
Can you what?
Give an advice for Paul.
Are you on speakerphone?
Don't worry.
Okay.
Here's right, Midge. Okay, this is the deal.
Yeah.
Every time you call me, you're on speakerphone.
Oh.
If you ever call me on speakerphone again, I'm serious.
Sorry,
Don't laugh.
sorry.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
No.
If you ever call me on speakerphone again, I will ban you for life. Not only from this show, also from all the shows on LBC, because I've still got contacts there. Agent Chris. Oh, yeah. So, just never do it on speakerphone, because all speakerphones are rubbish, and yours is the worst speakerphone of all time.
No, it ain't.
It's rubbish.
I used to in 95.
It sounds... Speakerphones sound pony, all right?
I'm getting an iPod, so maybe an iPod speakerphone is better.
iPods, you can't make a phone call on an iPod.
No, not an iPod, iPhone. Can I give a quick advice to Paul?
Can we ring up to Mark Crosley, see if he wants to start the show 15 minutes early? Because I've had enough of this. Hang on, stay there. Merchant?
Good evening, stranger.
You didn't hear the swear, did you?
No, I didn't hear anything.
That's all it'll do for us. Right, Midge, get to your point.
Yeah, advice for Paul.
Hang on a second. Hang on, shut up. What's he saying?
Justin will not hang up. He's desperate to come on.
What does he want to say?
He says he's got the funniest stories to tell you, and he swears on his kid's life he won't swear.
Hang on a minute. Let me listen to, hang on, let me just listen to if the delay's built up, yeah.
He swears on his kid's life he won't swear.
Okay, we've got about 5 seconds now, that means. Midge, I'm going to cut you off. There we go. He swears on his kid's life he won't swear. Do you...
Yeah.
Justin?
Hello?
Potty mouth?
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's all right. We know it was an accident.
It was a pure accident.
It's a yellow card you've got, though.
Oh, is that all?
Steady!
I know.
I never swore. I really didn't mean to say that. I don't know what happened to me.
Well, I do. You swore. Right, so
Well,
what...
a large cog in this little factory slipped and it just fell out.
Okay, well, what have you got... What would you like to say? Is this the first time you've ever heard this show, Justin?
Well, exactly. That's why I'm phoning, and that's why I've been so patient in waiting, and I blew it at last minute.
You literally blew it at the last minute. Okay, well, we'll give you a second chance here. We're nothing if not generous and forgiving here on this show, yes.
That's good. That was so good. Anyway, I've just found your radio station on my flat screen.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. That's posh modern talk for telly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah. My mum is bonkers, right? And she's just
You
coming
wanna sort that out?
Yeah, she's just coming to a little bit of money. And I said, Mum, I tell you what you're going to do. You're going to go out and I'm going to make you treat yourself. You've got a crappy old telly, you're going to go and buy a new telly. She was, one of those black screens. I didn't bother correcting her. It would take way too long. Yes, Justin.
Multicoloured, you mean?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Okay, I'm getting bored now.
So, anyway, I found your radio station
on your telly,
on the flat screen.
And you've got a story.
Yeah, well, I've got many stories, mate. I could keep you laughing for hours.
I doubt it, but let's hear one of them.
Well, I could tell you the story. I mean, I used to be involved in the clubland a little bit.
The clubland?
Clubland, you know, like trancey music, DJ and that sort of thing.
Oh, you mean the worst kind of music possible, yes.
Oh, well, if that's the way you want to look at it. And
it is.
We ain't getting off to a very good start.
Terrible start.
No, so, anyway, back to me. And,
and then back to me, as I warn you that this better get better, otherwise you're going to get booted off again.
Hang on a minute, I ain't didn't really get started, did I?
No, I know. You've been on for 5 minutes this time.
You left me at the taxi rank for 20 minutes.
That's your problem.
I know, but if I didn't...
Then I came to you and you effed and jeffed and I said don't call up again. Then you've called up, so I've let you back on, so I've been generous. 5 minutes you've been on this time and you've told me nothing. All you've said is Transland.
Well, if you shut up, I'll get something out.
Well, get to the bloody point of the story then, you idiot.
Hang on a minute.
You might make him swearing.
Let me have breathe a little minute.
Just tell us the bloody story. And I know you're recording this. Those recording bleeps get on my tits. Go and download the podcast.
Well, all right, hang on a minute. Hang on. Right, here's the story.
Just tell me it.
We got to play... What?
Tell me the story.
Well, I'll tell you the story if you would just let me say something. Anyway, right. So we're going to play in Ireland, okay? Going to play a club in Ireland, in Belfast. Yeah. Are you still there?
I'm letting you speak and tell your
dull
story.
Yeah, it might go. Anyway, so we're going to play this club in Ireland, and we're on a British Midland flight.
Is he always... Do you reckon he's this sarky with all of his mates and his family? Because I'm really... I want to slap this idiot.
No, it'd be like that.
So you're on a plane going to
Ireland.
Ireland?
On a British Midland flight to Belfast. Yeah, and we're going to play a club in Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah.
In County Monaghan. And obviously you're bored already, aren't you?
Yeah,
anyway,
no, I was bored 6 minutes ago when this phone call started.
I got chatting to the aerostess called Rebecca, or Becky, Irish bird.
Don't give me the abbreviation of Rebecca. I know it. Just get to the bit where this story gets interesting. I've had more interesting stories about a bloke running up a hill.
I told Rebecca that I've always wanted to be an aerostess and never really been one. What would it be like to be one? So I ended up getting this aerostess at the back of the aeroplane, out of her outfit, me getting in it, and walking up and down the plane telling people off. Dressed as an aerostess called Rebecca. Did you like that? You obviously didn't like it.
What do you think about stem cell research? What do you think about stem cell research? What do you think about stem cell research?
Stem cell research?
Are you ever going to finish? How old are you?
How old are you? Nearly 41.
How old are you?
Well, I'm nearly 41.
So answer my question.
I was born in Breach.
Who would you go gay for?
And I had to do a runner.
Yeah, I've got a fantastic research joke.
And he's gone. What? Should I say what I'm feeling?
Go on then.
What annoys... It means I'm doing something wrong. when someone like that phones up and thinks that is a suitable story for this show. It means I'm doing something wrong. It means they think they're phoning the Nick Shaw show or something. Because that is not... How does that story... How does a dull story of a man wearing an air hostess's uniform, how does that fit in to this beautiful, wonderful world that we're trying to create between 11 and 1?
But he got your back up straight away.
He was an idiot, yes.
So if it was, say, for instance, Sifu calling up and telling that story, it would have been much funnier.
It would, it would be funnier because Sifu is an excellent raconteur. He's the Birmingham Peter Ustinov. But Sifu would not phone up with a story that dull. That's the story. That's the kind of thing that dull people think is a little bit wacky. It's a little bit crazy.
That's true. But he said he was new to the station, only just found it.
No.
So he probably isn't aware that wouldn't be as funny as other
But
stories.
why did he feel the need to phone up and tell me that? And you know, listen, judging by our radars, we shouldn't be driving anybody away. But I'm going to ask him to go away. Go and phone up Johnny Vaughan on Capital. They'd love that there.
So Andy sent in another photo. Have you seen that? He's definitely not 35.
Okay, let's have a little look at Andy's photo. Really weird kind of petering out of the show. I do apologise, Mark Crosley, who's on at 1 o'clock. That, well, that's not him. That's him as a boy.
No, isn't that...
No, he's the boy there.
Are you joking?
Yeah, he's the boy.
That doesn't look very old, though.
No, that's from the olden days, surely.
No.
Oh, for goodness sake. What?
Hello?
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, I mean, I was sort of like, I'm really now in a bit of a hole now.
Why?
Because I've just listened to what you thought about me, and I didn't realise I brought your world down that bad.
Well, you have.
Why?
Because it was a boring story, told boringly.
It was quite funny when I done it.
I bet it was hilarious for you and your mates, but for anyone with a sense of humour, it was quite dull.
Well, what do you want to talk about then?
Well, nothing with you particularly. I mean, it's not how it works.
Well, I don't know how your show works. I've only just found it, ain't I?
I tell you what. Why don't you call in again tomorrow, Justin?
Yeah.
Listen to like half an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Then call in.
Yeah.
And see if you can kind of fit in a bit.
Well, I'll try my best, but
don't get all defensive. I'm giving you I'm giving you a third chance.
Give me a subject to work on, and I'll call back
for tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow's subject is going to be
things
you never thought your mum would say.
Oh, that could be horrendous.
There we. Well, no, not sex.
You're not having any sweets. I never thought you'd ever say that.
I don't think this is going to work, Justin. I don't think this is the right show for you, man.
Have a listen to the beginning of tomorrow and see what other people come up with.
What do you sort of talk about in general, then?
Well, tomorrow we'll be talking about things that you never thought your mum would say. For example, my mum...
I mean, you had some guy in there earlier that really annoyed you about doing something sexually. You didn't like that.
Not when it's dumping on a woman's chest. That's what the thing was.
Yeah,
Justin, maybe this show isn't for you.
Well, it could well be if you let me get it in the window.
No, the window's closed.
I'm at the drain pipe and I'm nearly in.
Well,
you won't...
Yeah, I'm pouring boiling oil down the drain pipe.
That's a bit unfortunate.
For you it is.
Well, it is a bit unfortunate for you. You're on the wrong window. I'm on the left-hand side.
Yeah. But that's funny because I can see you over the road because you're on the wrong building.
I'm the one with the flashing light, the red carnation on. Can't you see me?
Yeah, the wrong building. Yeah. But it is...
You are quite a nice, funny guy, actually.
I know I am, and you're quite dull. But it is possible that this show isn't for you.
Age does mellow you.
Sorry?
Age does mellow you.
How old are you, Justin?
41 next week.
Okay. Well, listen...
And I restore Jaguar E-types for a living.
That explains
I'm quite intelligent.
Okay, why are you saying these things to me? I've not asked
because you're now breaking me down to... You've smashed me confidence.
No, I haven't. Listen, what I'm saying, Justin, is I've given you a third chance.
I had a very funny conversation one day with Dave Courtney. That was funny.
I've had funny conversations with people before in the past. Listen. Yes.
What about me?
Not tonight with you. No. Listen. Tomorrow's topic will be things you never thought your mum would say, okay?
Okay.
Call up tomorrow.
Have I got to sort of put the bleeper in there? They're not allowed to say rude ones.
You're not allowed to say rude ones, no.
Okay.
And don't phone it with jokes. Phone it with actual things that your mum said that you were surprised by. For example, my mum said she'd Googled me the other day.
What about if I could tell you a story that happened this weekend with my 3-year-old daughter, who's quite intelligent, and I could not believe what she said.
Give us a call tomorrow. Mark Crosby's up next. Thank you.